Live. Hi, everyone. Happy Saturday to you. I'm Chris Trammell. I'm the creator, developer, and head coach of the Author Launchpad, Launch Your Life's Work, and the upcoming Author Business School Online. And I'm dropping in this Saturday to let you know that all next week, June 1st through June 5th, 12 p.m. Pacific, I'm going to be going live inside of my new workshop called From Published to Profitable. Now, why is it from published to profitable? Because look, I see so many authors that put out there, hey, I just published, and I get it. It's part of what you've got to do. It builds the authority, it builds the credibility. And then what, right? I want to help you answer the and then what questions that every single author that I meet, that the speakers that I meet, the career experts that I meet, because look, you got to be able to take that book and turn it into a personal brand, some sort of engine for your personal brand. I want you to be able to take that talk from the stage and be able to transform that into some sort of process that lands in the lives of another human being, or take that career expertise and turn it into some sort of teaching economy that you could take out to the world and be scalable with. Because if you can't do that, then you're always going to be close, but never quite made it. And I want to help you resolve that. So again, who am I? Well, first things first, this is my book that I started working on. It's called Living Your Life's Work. And inside of Living Your Life's Work, I believe that people have a core life message that they want to take out to the world, what I call your life work. What is that one message you want everybody to know about, and you're willing to get right behind it and put and organize yourself behind that message, that self-actualization, the self-realization of knowing you brought that cosmic lesson, you brought everything that you've been here to do, and you brought it out to the world. That's Launch Your Life's Work, but that's a big bite. So what did I do? I broke it down and I created a program called the Author Launchpad, where I'm going to help you to be able to create a 3-phase, 90-day, 9-step program where you're going to be able to get your work out into the world. Now, coming this Monday, I start. First day is going to be on LinkedIn. The next day, I'm going to be right here on Substack. The third day, I'm going to be, well, let me tell you who I've got. On Monday, me, Chris Trammell, your host, I'm going to tell you exactly what From Published to Profitable is all about. The next day, I have the fabulous Krista Carmenaro. She's coming on. She is part of Kelly Roach's organization and team. She's going to break down what the Miracle Hour, which influenced me to create the Authority Hour for authors, experts, and speakers like you to demonstrate your authority 1 hour every day. It's like building the muscle, going to the gym. On Wednesday, people told me, hey, Chris, I don't want to write a book. So I had a colleague and we designed a retreat in China. And we're going to talk about how you could take that knowledge, that expertise, and maybe along with your book, it becomes a retreat out in the world. Is that the way you want to express yourself? Then on Thursday, I got Jana Blage, who's coming in, who's using AI to help drive marketing, because we know that seeing ourselves is one of the hardest things to do. But if we have somebody that gives us the AI that could capture our expertise, capture our knowledge, capture our promise, our process, and allow us to promote it better via marketing, then that makes a huge difference for us. And then on Friday, I have a publisher coming in. She's going to be coming into us, if we organize this just right, from the Namaste conference in Texas. Right? So I want to bring you those experts. So let me back up for a second. I get excited. Let's talk about some of my clients. One, this is David Cunningham right here, wrote the book, Your Love Does Matter. Right now, he's in fact in Texas leading his program. Started with a book. And then from there, we created a couple workshops, a couple seminars. And from that, now he has his own signature weekend program. He's leading it right now in Texas. Next, another colleague client named Boise Thomas wrote this book during the pandemic. How's Your Heart? We did workshops from his grasp. Those were fabulous. And what's guided him is to take the How's Your Heart, and now he's a grief counselor and he works with people on resolving grief out in the world. Here's one of my mentors, Melvin and Sherry Allen. Melvin and Sherry, they are relationship counselors. At one time, I needed some relationship counseling. So I am part of the content that went into this book. So I got to be part of how the sausage was made that went into the book. And then I watched how they took that and turned it into weekend programs, retreat getaways for couples, They've done an excellent job. They travel around the world doing relationship coaching. Now, what drives all of us? One thing. Here's one of my influences, Joseph Campbell's Pathway to Bliss. Look, we all have some sort of hero's journey that we are on, that we're trying to resolve for self, how to be seen, how to leave impact, how to be loved, how to love others. Wherever you fall on that, that's part of our journey, our own pathway to bliss, if you will. Another absolutely important influence for me. This is Kelly Roach, The Miracle Hour. I was just with her in Delray, Florida, where she launched this book. I am taking some of the best parts of her book, reframing it, calling it the authority hour, because I believe that authors and experts have very specific actions and very specific content they need to get out into the world. And that's going to be on Tuesday with Krista when she comes in. Now, you might hear my enthusiasm. I was a track and field coach for almost 20 years. I was a performance coach. I get a lot of that from High Performance Habits. This is by Brendon Burchard, one of my not direct mentors, been in his programs, been in his week-long trainings. Um, Look, you can't leave what's in your book if you're not going to deliver it with passion and performance and showing people the promise that you are, the process that you have, and how we're going to promote to it, right? And then look at human beings, we get a little stuck sometimes. Not only do you got to provide solutions, but sometimes you got to take them into the deep work, that transformational work. A lot of that I got here from Werner Erhart seminar trainings, as well as inside of Landmark Education. All of that to say, I want you to join me next Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific, where I'm going to be going live right here inside of Substack on Tuesday and on Thursday. On Monday, it's going to be on LinkedIn. On Wednesday, it's going to be Zoom into YouTube. I want to show you how you start to get omnipresent, omni-channel marketing from one piece of content. And I'm going to do it each day for 1 hour. And then I'm going to show you how to start to place it so people could find you and that you can make a difference to them. If that makes a difference to you, I'm going to go ahead and place that information below. Again, from published to profitable. Let me show you what the bridge is in the middle. Show up. Bring me your questions. If you have questions in advance, you're an author, you're a speaker, and you're like, Chris, I get stuck here, or I don't know how to package this, or I'm not sure how to market that. Tell me below so I know what you're working on and I can answer specifically to that. I hope this makes a difference to you. I wish you a big, happy Saturday. I am excited to do the prep work to bring you what I think you need to take your work out to the world and make the biggest difference that you can. More influence, more impact, and income, right? It's hard to be a difference maker when you're not making that kind of money to help make a difference. So let's go ahead and change all of that once and for all. And I will see you Monday, 12 p.m. Pacific. All right. Look for that link below. Drop me any message that you got, and I look forward to seeing you then. Bye, Substack.